Hey guys, Foreman here from the ZRP Media team, back again with another tutorial video. Last time I showed you how to use the towing script in ZRP. Now, since that video, Melly has given me a lot of other ideas for tutorial videos, and we're going to start by going into more detail on how to create a CAD within the Sonoran CAD system, which is our CAD system of choice here at ZRP. Now, I did touch on this a little bit in my Getting Started with CAD video, but in this video, we're going to go into slightly more detail, giving you more information on what parts to fill in, what parts that you can skip or leave blank. So let's hop right into it. Now, after you have joined the community on the Sonoran CAD system, and you've put in the permission key of Civ, you will have access to the civilian and DMV categories. I will go in detail on how you can get access to the police category in a separate video. But for now, we're going to go ahead and click civilian. Now, as you can see, I already have a character created. But if this is your first time ever on ZRP, this screen will be completely blank. Either that, or you're going to see this screen, which is the create new character screen. Now, as I said before, I did touch on this in the Getting Started with CAD video. This video is going to go more in depth on what all these fields mean. Now, if you want, you can start by uploading a civilian photo, which is a picture of your character. As you guys have seen here, I put a photo of my character uploaded onto the CAD system. So after you've done the civilian photo, you can fill out these informations here, your character's first and last name. You do not need to have a middle initial. It's not required, but if you want to have a middle initial, you can. A date of birth can be any date of birth you want. It could be a real life age. It could be a fake one. It could be a meme one for all we know. You could literally say your character's birthday as April 20th, 2000, for example. And then going off of that, the age is going to be based off of the date of birth. So whatever you put for the date of birth, you'll have to calculate and see how old that character is actually going to be. It is important that these two match, otherwise it doesn't really make sense to have, say, a 30-year-old character that was born in the year 2000. It just doesn't make sense. So I highly suggest you pick a date of birth and calculate the age to make sure they're in line with each other. And then sex, you can go male or female. So whether your character is a male or female, you can have that there. Former known alias, that is if your character goes by like a nickname or something, you can put that nickname right here in this field right here. Now, as for residence, you don't need to put anything in there as far as I'm aware, but you can put one in there if you feel like it. If we go to my character, you can see I have him as 205 North Joshua Road. You can put whatever location you want your character to live at. If you wanted to, you could go into the game server and find a house to say, hey, my character owns that. And you can put that into the residence field. Now, moving on there, zip code, if you're going to put a zip code in, just use the nearest postal to your location. So if you're living at 2048, just put 2048 there, because that's what the zip code is. Now, occupation. This one is kind of interesting, because there are jobs that you can do. You can apply for different jobs within the business bureau, but you don't really need to have the occupation listed on your character. If your character is not employed, you can just put unemployed there. But if you really want to, you can put the occupation of your character in there. So if I were to make Jason Steele, my cop character, as a character, civilian character within the Sonoran CAD system, I can put his occupation as police officer, and because he's a police officer, I would not be able to commit any crimes. I will touch on that in a different video, so stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do that. Moving on from that, height and weight, those are self-explanatory. Say how high your character is. So for example, 6'12" or something. As you can see, I have mine set to 5'9.5" and I have the weight at 170 pounds. I don't believe you can put the pounds on there. Skin tone is white for my character. Hair color is black. Eye color blue. Those are all self-explanatory as well. Emergency contact, what you can do is if you have like a friend that you want to roleplay as like a relative or like a friend of your character, you can put their emergency contact there, and you can and if your character is injured or something, the police can look up your emergency contact and call them through, like they can just roleplay out doing /me, contacts them, and has them come down to like the medical center or something. Relationship, this one's interesting too. So if you want to roleplay your character is in a relationship, you can do that. You could be like relationship, so you can have your character be single, could be dating, or you could go all the way up to marriage with another individual. I personally have the relationship as single with Jason Steele, aka Joe Mama. This is actually Joe Mama, I just realized. Joe Mama is currently single, so I'm putting him as single in the CAD. Contact number, don't worry about that. We had a phone system in ZRP a while back that ended up being removed as part of the change from ESX. So that's really all you need to know about how to set up your character within the Sonoran CAD. I will make a separate video on how to register vehicles and get your gun license sorted out. So stay tuned for those. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys in the next tutorial video.